Welcome back, everybody. 6 Foot Hacks here. Happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody. I'm hoping you guys get all the presents that you wanted. For those of you who don't celebrate it, then hey, hopefully y'all are having a good Sunday when this is going to be up. If you guys do enjoy the video, then make sure to hit the like button down below, because everybody should be in the holiday spirit. Let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite weather to use when it comes to battling? Because as you see from my team, this is a hail team. Now this is not my team, this is a team I got from the noob dude, I think, if I'm not mistaken. He passed me this team on my email to try out. It's a very fun team based around banded Alola Sandslash, which I've not used Sandslash in general, but I normally see them being Life Orb with Swords End, so I'm hoping that Choice Band will be able to destroy some Pokemon, and Sandslash can put in some work. And then we also have Choice Banded Zydoge here, which is pretty cool. Zydoge is another mon that I haven't got to use yet that I've really been wanting to try out. We have Tentacruel here, which is absolutely amazing. I've always been a big fan of Tentacruel. This is definitely one of my low-key favorite Pokemon. Not like top favorite, but it's definitely like one Pokemon that I really like using because it fits all the roles that it needs to, and it can be a great supported mon. This is also our only form of entry hazard and our main way of getting rid of hazards, because we don't actually have rocks on the team. Next off here we have Mega Metagross, which is an absolute monster, especially now that you're able to get the speed boost on the turn that you Mega, which of course makes Metagross that much better, being able to get that insane speed boost. And then we have Ash Greninja here, which I changed up Grass Knot to Water Shuriken because I didn't really find too many instances where I needed Grass Knot, and having that extra priority from Water Shuriken really does come in handy. And then of course you guys saw that we have Alola Ninetales here rocking a Modest Nature, which I may just make Timid because the extra damage output from Modest really isn't that crucial, and being able to have that extra little bit of speed to outspeed other Pokemon should really come in handy for us. So yeah guys, that is a quick run through of the team. Let's go ahead and get this started. Alright guys, so we got the first matchup here, and this is a pretty scary looking team. If this is Morning Sun Arcanine, then he's not going to be gaining any recovery at all, because we do have the Hail here with our Alola Ninetales. And actually what I should do, I'm going to move Ninetales to back here so people don't think that we're going to straight lead with it. Expecting him to expect me to lead with Ninetales. I kind of want to lead Zydoge. I really don't think he should lead off with the Mamoswine, because that probably wouldn't be a good lead. Actually, Mamoswine is a huge threat to the squad. So I think I'm going to lead Zydoge. And actually, another change I need to make. Hold on, let me change this to Extreme Speed, because I really haven't found use for Crunch, but being able to have E-Speed is going to be really handy, as he does actually end up leading off with the Mamoswine. I'm actually going to go straight for the 1,000 Arrows on the off chance that he is going to go straight for the rocks, but no, he ends up going for the Icicle Crash, which really isn't that big of an issue considering that he has absolutely zero switch-ins to this monster that is Ash Greninja. So I should be able to gain a... Hold on. Okay, sorry, I forgot to put a nickname on this. So yeah, I should be able to just get a free KO here if I do not miss, as luckily we do hit, and we are going to be able to transform into our Ash Greninja form, which is really good because now we are even faster, and we should be able to outspeed the Salazzle if I'm not mistaken. So unfortunately, Mega Zam can outspeed us here, so I'm going to switch into my Ninetales, mainly as Death Fodder, see what he wants to do, or he could be a Focus Sash set, except not really, because he's going to trace my ability here. So I'm expecting him to try and Focus Blast again. Maybe putting a Scarf on Ninetales wouldn't be that bad, because that way we would have some form of revenge killing. And of course he is going to hit his next Focus Blast, because there's no way he's going to miss, as he's going to actually knock us out with the Side Shock. That shouldn't be too bad considering that we should get a free switch here into our Sandslash. And I'm going to go straight for the Earthquake, expecting him to want to switch into the Ninetales, the Arcanine, sorry. I think that maybe having the Icy Rock could come in handy over Leftovers. Why do I need Psy Shock? What is that move? What's it called? Aura Veil? I think is the move that like halves damage. Yeah. It's like a reflect and a light screen in one. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake here. Nice choice banded neutral Earthquake. We're going to do so much damage. Good lord. That is a lot of damage right there, as we're going to be able to knock out the Arcanine. That's really good, because we are still in a pretty good scenario in this matchup, as in comes the Alakazam, and he unfortunately does trace my Slush Rush here. I'm just going to have to leave this in for Death Fodder, unfortunately, as it's going to knock us out. This will give me a free switch into my Magnezone, and if we had the Pursuit, then this will be a really good chance to go for it. But I should be able to just go for the Meteor Mash, I think, without really losing anything. Yeah, I should be able to use Meteor Mash here. And we are going to be able to chew one Shadow Ball, and then if we don't knock him out, we should be able to finish him off with the Bullet Punch. That crit did not matter at all, I want to say, because we still would have finished him off. We still definitely would have finished him off. As in comes the Salazzle. Do I want to save my Metagross here? Alright, so sorry about that. But yeah, I ended up switching out into my Tentacruel here, and I should be able to just go for the Scald. He most likely will just bring in his Ash Greninja, so I kind of want to pull a double switch here into my Ash Greninja, because at that point we're able to outspeed him, but I don't know if we're going to be able to OHKO him. Let me see. Is Ash Greninja on here? Okay, it is on here. Okay. So we are Life Orbed. Will Hydro Pump knock him out? So unfortunately Hydro Pump will not be enough to finish him off. So probably just going for the Scald here is my better play to do, as he's going to go for the taunt. Not really sure what he was expecting there. So either way, going for the Scald here is definitely my better play to do, because I will be able to catch whatever he comes in and potentially burn it. And then we can go from there. So he does end up switching into his Greninja here, which is not going to be able to beat me 1v1. So all I need to do is just get off a little bit more damage with this Scald, which should do more than what my Acid Spray is doing, I want to say, because after Stab... Oh, actually, no. Okay, so they're doing about the same amount of damage, so it really wouldn't matter what I go for here, as luckily he's not going to come anywhere near 2-hit KOing us, and I'm going to just keep putting him in range of where my Greninja will be able to beat him 1v1. So, unfortunately, he does get the flinch here. He does end up getting the flinch there. I should be able to just switch into Greninja here and just click Hydro Pump and destroy something. Yeah, so as long as he's not Scarfed, we should just pick up another KO here with Greninja. That Pheromosa is gonna be a slight issue, potentially. It still could be a problem. I want to say Bullet Punch finishes off Salazzle at 12%. So Water Shuriken plus Bullet Punch should finish off this Pheromosa. Because, I mean, it's a Pheromosa. Like, its defenses are literally non-existent. I always put Metagross. No, yeah, hold on, no. What am I doing? What? No! Sorry guys, sorry. It's been a long day. So, let me see how much Bullet Punch is going to do, just to be on the safe side. Bullet Punch is going to do a clean 70 to 82%. So yeah, I just have to hit this Water Shuriken at least once or twice. And if I get 3 hits, down it goes, which is really, really good. That just goes to show you the pitiful bulk of Pheromosa. Which, I mean, I guess you can deal with Pheromosa with priority, but I still don't agree that it should be in the tier. I wouldn't mind seeing it banned from OU, just so, like, other viable, other Scarf Pokemon can be more viable, because just because of how fast Pheromosa is, it makes certain Scarfers just utterly useless, and that just kills a certain set, and that's the main reason why I want to see it gone. Plus, it does have really good physical stab, and the Choice Banded set actually is amazing. Like, I've tried out Choice Banded Pheromosa with U-Turn. That thing is destructive. So yeah, we pull out the first victory. Let's go ahead and get another match. Alright guys, so we got the next matchup here, and this beach is about to be covered in snow because of our Ninetales here. So looking at leads, I want to say he's probably going to lead off with the Necrozma potentially. So I kind of do just want to lead off with my Ninetales. Although maybe leading off with Metagross wouldn't be entirely too bad. Well, the downside to that would be that he could potentially paralyze us. So yeah, I'm going to lead off with my Ninetales here. I'm just going to be leading off with the Marowak. That's fine. That's really not even that big of an issue because we should be able to bring in Zydoge here without any worry about what he wants to do to us. Although the downside to bringing in Zygarde is that he is going to be able to get a free switch into his Tapu Bulu. So I think I'm going to switch into my my Tentacruel here. Wow. Whoa, that did way too much damage. That did way too much damage. Okay then, I was not expecting that to do so much. So the good thing about getting up this T-Spike is that now the Tapu Fini is going to be poisoned on entry. So it's going to be a lot easier for us to beat 1v1. So I'm just going to click Hydro Pump here, as he's going to bring in the Tapu Bulu. And I mean, hey, this is fine because we do have the Blizzard, but I don't think Blizzard is quite going to be enough to knock him out. So I'm going to switch into my Metagross, which should be able to chew any move that he wants to go for, as long as he doesn't, go for Nature's Madness, because of course that does exactly 50%, but thanks to him getting up the grassy terrain, we will be able to just be at exactly 50%. So he also has no real switch-ins to my Metagross, so I'm just going to go ahead here and click the Meteor Mash. We are max attack as he brings in the Tapu Fini. As long as I don't miss, we should be fine. Please don't miss. Thankfully I don't miss. Thankfully I don't miss. And unfortunately, my next Meteor Mash is probably not going to be enough to quite finish him off, as we do get a lower damage roll. The good thing is that now he is going to be taken care of, but it would have been nice to keep up that one layer T-Spike, as we do get the special, the physical attack boost, sorry. So this is really good because whatever comes in is going to be taking a huge amount of damage from any move that I want to go for, as he brings in the Marowak. Now I know that this is definitely a max attack variant. Worst case scenario, he has max HP, I guess, which at +1, Earthquake still just destroys him. So we should be able to knock him out here, especially after getting off that little bit of chip damage with the hail. So that's really good. That's one less thing for us to worry about. And I think that maybe I can win with Metagross, although I still think Necrozma can live any hit. So I am going to be forced out by it, but he ends up bringing in the Gumshoe, which I'm just going to Meteor Mash this. Yeah, this is probably going to get dropped if I would have hit. So that does kind of suck. That does kind of suck. But I mean, hey, it's not a big deal because we're still in a pretty good scenario, as I should be able to just get off my Aura Veil here. And now, if I'm not mistaken, this is like Reflect and Light Screen. Feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I've been told it is like. That's what Aura Veil basically is. So he's going to bring in the Necrozma, which this thing could prove to be a bit of a nuisance. So I'm just going to go for the Blizzard here, try to get off as much damage as I can, as he's going to get up his rocks. That's fine because he's got no switch-ins to this Blizzard. And if he really wants to stay in here and try to go for the Moonlight, he's not going to be gaining back as much HP as he goes for the Trick Room. Okay, that is a little scary. That is actually a little scary. He's going to go for the Psychic, which luckily doesn't do too much, and I'm going to Freeze Dry here in hopes that it wouldn't do enough to where he would get knocked out, because that way I could have wasted an extra turn of the Trick Room. So he's going to bring in the Executor, which this should not knock me out in one hit. I really don't think this knocks me out in any one hit. And he's not going to go for the Dragon move. If he goes for the Dragon move here, I'm going to be a little bit upset. I'm going to be slightly upset, as he does go for the Wood Hammer. We're able to take that, and I really think I could have just stayed in there with my Ninetales to have taken the hit. So I could try to switch back into my Ninetales here, just to get up my hail, and then the following turn is when the Trick Room will end, and then at that point I should be able to win with the remainder of my Mon. So I do kind of want to save save. I do kind of want to save my side doge here on the off chance that I need to E-speed something. Then again, with him still having Tapu Bulu, I'm really not going to be doing much with my Zygarde, so I think I'd rather just E-speed here now the more that I think about it, as we're going to be able to get off a nice little bit of chip damage. He does have one last turn of Trick Room, which I'm honestly not even worried about, because we will be able to just hit Blizzard 100% if we are able to live. And if he does knock us out, then I just bring in my Sand Slash, which will be able to just Banded Icicle Crash everything that he has left. So even though we missed the Meteor Mash on the Gumshoe and we lost Metagross, when will you ever see a Gumshoe take down a Metagross? Never, I think. I think that will never ever happen again. But it's okay, because I can just bring in Sand Slash here. And as long as I don't miss Icicle Crash, we should be in a pretty good spot, because he shouldn't be able to knock me out. Then again, I could still win with my Greninja, most likely because I do have the Blizzard, which should KO the Exeggutor and hopefully KO the Tapu Bulu. As he brings back in the Gumshoe, I'm going to go straight for the Icicle Crash as he lives! Oh, but we get the flinch! Payback! That is payback for us missing the Meteor Mash. That is justice right there. That is justice right there. So as long as I'm able to hit this Icicle Crash, then even if he lives and knocks me out, he'll still be on range of where Greninja can finish him off. So two pretty solid battles. Let's go get one or two more. Alright guys, so we got the third matchup here, and of course, this team is absolutely terrifying. This is a threat, 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 and this is just fat and very fucking annoying. So, with Gengar now having Curse Body, our T-Spikes are not going to be helpful to us in this match. The good thing is, though, Zydoge should be able to deal with that Celesteela to an extent. So, I am probably just going to lead off with my Ninetales, is what I'm thinking. Let me see how much Greninja would do with Water Shuriken. Hold on. We're Life Orb. Is Water Shuriken updated on this? Is it only 15 base power? Hold on. Oh yeah, it is only 15 base power. I'm guessing it gets the boost afterwards. So Mamoswine, Water Shuriken. Unless we get 5 hits, we're not going to come anywhere near close to knocking out the Mamoswine. So yeah, I think I am just going to lead off with my Ninetales here, as he does end up leading off with the Mamo, which is fine by me. Now, there's no way that he has the Thick Fat, so what I can do here is just go straight for a Blizzard right off the bat. Nothing on his team is going to safely switch into this, and by weakening the Mamoswine already, then that is one physically offensive threat that we no longer have to worry about, as I do get off over 50%, so I will be able to knock him out with the next one. But I'm going to try and get up my Oroville here on the off chance that he wanted to try and switch out, but no, it looks like he is just going to stay in here, so we're going to be able to knock out the Mamoswine. Even if I had got the crit on my first Blizzard, I don't think that it would have knocked him out or brought him down into range of the Sash. So of course comes this damn Celesteela, but we do have the Liquid Ooze on our Tentacruel, which is really good. That's actually really good, because he's not going to be gaining recovery, but he still could beat us 1v1. I could try and Scald here, expecting him to switch into the Gengar. I kind of want to double into my Zydoge here, predicting him to bring in the Gengar, but it looks like he's just going to stay in, and I wonder what he's going to go for. No, okay, so it appears that I'm faster than him, which is pretty good to know, and I really want to Outrage here. Do I Outrage? Outrage could be very, very risky. It could be very, very risky, and it could be very rewarding as well. I can't let this set up. Well, if I Outrage, he'll probably just bring in the Celesteela. Worst case, he brings in the Tapu Koko, and then of course I'm locked into Outrage, so he just knocks me out with a Dazzling Gleam if I'm not able to switch. Switching into Ninetales also probably wouldn't be too bad of a play. I can't bring in my Metagross or my Greninja, unfortunately. I'm gonna switch out here. I'm gonna switch out into my Ninetales. See what he wants to do. See what he wants to do. As he actually stayed in? You're dying. Why? What is the point? Why? I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he did that. So, to prevent him from getting a KO here, I'm going to switch into my Tentacruel as he goes for the high jump kick, which is still able to just... See, look, even though that's resisted, this thing is still just going to absolutely destroy me. So, unless he misses here, he is going to be able to knock us out. That's fine because I do have Greninja here, which should be able to do a good amount of damage with the Water Shuriken. As long as we don't... And down he goes. So, if I had got 5 hits, both of those crits wouldn't have mattered, because there was a chance we could have got 5 hits, but we did get lucky there and get 2 crits. So I'm guessing he just had enough of it. So we are about only 23 minutes in, really? Oh wow. So let's go get another one. Let's go get another one. Hey, will you look at that? Another Pheromosa in Broken Lele and Mega Pinsir. Ooh, I like the Mega Pinsir. So there is a chance he'll lead off with the Necrozma. He could lead off with the Pheromosa. That would actually be a little bit scary. I may just lead with Ninetales again, honestly, because it looks like it's the best matchup against whatever he leads off with. Because if I lead off with Metagross or with my Greninja, then he can just paralyze me with Thunder Wave from Necrozma. Leading with Zydoge probably wouldn't be too bad either, but I'd rather not do that. He could lead off with Xurkitree though. That's an option, but either way, I think I'm going to lead off Ninetales, as he does lead off Necrozma. So this is good. This is good because we should be able to just Blizzard here and destroy him, as it is going to be a 3 KO. So he does turn out to have the Thunder Wave, and I could have gone for the Aura Veil. I thought about going for the Aura Veil because Aura Veil also protects you from statuses, if I'm not mistaken. So I could have done that. Hold on, does it? Hold on, does it? I don't... I think it does. Damage to allies is halved. Hail only. No, maybe I'm thinking of something else. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But I should be able to just Blizzard here again without really having to worry about what he wants to do. As long as I don't get paralyzed, it should be fine. So I'm going to switch on my moves. And Moonblast here on the off chance that he wants to try and switch out, as he's going to try and go for the Moonlight. Moonblast is still going to be doing a pretty good amount of damage, to the point where I can probably just Blizzard here without really any worry. Although Aura Veiling wouldn't be bad either, but I think I'd rather just wait for my Aura Veil. As he's going to Psychic me. Please don't get paralyzed! Yes! So we don't get paralyzed, and down goes the Necrozma, which is really good. That's really good. It's a good thing I didn't go for the Aura Veil there in that scenario, as he ends up bringing in the Circuitries. If this is Z Hypnosis, that could be a little bit scary, so I'm going to make the aggressive switch into my Zydoge here, see what he's going to want to go for, and then from there, I should be able to hopefully knock him out. But he does end up going for the Dazzling Gleam. Good play on his part. There was really nothing else that he should have done there, honestly. So I should be able to just Earthquake here, whatever comes in, which most likely is going to be the Tapu Lele. Not the Tapu Lele, sorry, yeah, the Starmie. So that's going to be a clean to a KO, as long as he doesn't get the burn. And holy crap! What? I've never seen a Z move Starmie in my life, and I just got wrecked. So unfortunately, with us losing Zydoge, Xurkitree could now turn out to be a problem. So I'm gonna bring in Sandslash here and just go for the Icicle Crash, because that should still be strong enough to knock him out. Even if he's Scarfed, we should still be faster than him, because Scarf Xurkitree is not faster than Pheromosa, and we outspeed Pheromosa. So he's gonna bring in the Pinsir, and oh, that actually really sucks, because I don't know if I knock him out now. Yeah. So I think I just lost. I think we just lost. Yeah. That miss just cost us the battle, unfortunately. Because we would have been able to knock him out, and then we would have been able to not have to waste a hail turn, and we still would have had Sand Slash. So, oh well. You win some, you lose some. As we just die to that return. And I think we should be able to just Water Shuriken here. I don't think Water Shuriken is going to be strong enough to knock out the circuitries though in one hit. And even then, he probably has Scarf Tapu Lele. As he brings in the circuitries. Unless I get like 5 hits here, I don't think we knock him out. So 1, 2, 3. No! So unfortunately, we lost that match literally just because of that miss. Let's go get one more to end off this live. Alright, so this is definitely going to be our last match against Swag Killer. Well then. Great nickname, buddy. So I'm probably going to lead off with my Zydoge, just because I expect him to want to lead off with the Nilago. And that way I can outspeed him and 2-hit KO him. Plus we are banded, so if we force in the Delmise, it's fine. As he actually ends up leading off with the Beware. So I don't really know what Beware does, but I'm just gonna 1,000 arrows, as that's a clean. It gets Ice Punch? What? And then he crit us? Well, I don't think that crit mattered, but I did not know this thing got Ice Punch. So this is where Grass Knot would actually come in handy. This is my first time running into a Gastrodon, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that at all. But the good thing is that he doesn't have a switch into Blizzard, and even if he brings in the Gastrodon, we do have the Freeze Dry, which is going to be 4 times super effective. So down goes the Beware, and it is 5-5 as in comes the Arcanine, which I do have a Tentacruel here. I don't know if Arcanine can get Wild Charge pre-Pokebank, but either way, Tentacruel is my safest switch in, as Flare Blitz does 0. And he gets the burn. That's actually really annoying. That's actually really annoying. So I want to pull a double switch here into my Ninetales, expecting him to switch. But he does turn out to have the Wild Charge, which is actually a little scary. So yeah, I have to pivot around this. I really thought that he was going to bring in the Gastrodon. I almost wanted to get up a layer of T-Spikes there, but it's not that big of an issue, as he does end up bringing in the Gastrodon. Now, we do have the Freeze Dry on this Ninetales, so I'm going to go for the Acid Spray in hopes that he'll knock us out with the Earthquake. Then this way I can just bring back in my Ninetales, and we should be able to just go for the Freeze Dry here. If he stays in, then this is just going to get a straight O-Code. If he switches out, then that's not that bad either, as we catch the incoming Greninja, and he gets frozen. Okay. I mean, he got a burn, I guess. That does suck, though. That really does suck on his part, though. So it doesn't really matter what I do here. I could switch out, I can stay in. He most likely is, if he does unthaw, like I said, it doesn't really matter what he goes for. So we're going to be able to knock out the Greninja here, and that freeze may have mattered. It probably did matter, as he's going to bring in the Delmise. So this is probably going to go for the Anchor Shot. I don't have a safe switch in either way. I guess Metagross is my best switch in. We do have the Aura Veil up, so if he went for the Shadow Claw, we would have been able to take it. And I'm just going to Zen Headbutt here on the off chance that he does want to try and bring in the Gastrodon. That way we're hitting him with a stab neutral move instead of just going for the Earthquake, or potentially hitting him with a resisted Meteor Mash. So we're able to knock out the Arcanine, and he did not have the Intimidate, as in comes the Nidotic. Why would you bring this in? Is he going to get up rocks? Okay, so he just wants to get up his rocks. Would it be best for me to Meteor Mash here? I guess it doesn't matter, because he's most likely just going to sack this off, because I can get my Hail back up. As in comes the Gastrodon. At this point, I should be able to win with the combination of my last Pokemon here. So I'm most likely just going to try and Zen Headbutt just to get off as much damage as possible. Of course, the cancel button doesn't like to work. Never likes to work. And Earthquake did 32%. So I probably could have... Yeah, I would have been able to 2-hit KO him with the Zen Headbutt. So that kind of sucks that I misclicked there, because I would have been able to 2-hit KO him if he hadn't had got the burn. So I guess we're going to play this game. And I really have no reason to not just spam Zen. Yeah, like, it's either he's going to get flinched or he's going to knock me out and he's going to be in range of where Freeze Dry will finish him off. So yeah, that flinch honestly didn't matter. It just sped up the process of the game, although that freeze may have mattered. But hey, hacks is part of the game. And again, guys, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to those of you who do celebrate. I hope you guys got everything you wanted today, and I hope you guys did enjoy this live. If you did, make sure to hit the like button down below. Let me know what your favorite weather to use is in the comment section below. And with that being said, guys, I will see you all tomorrow on Monday. So later, everybody.
Cause my brain and heart are both tied in a knot, and this hinders me from crying a lot. This causing me to show no emotion. But when I said I cared, I wasn't joking. But I guess it's too late for me to become broken. For now, I'm living with no more pain, tears, or hoping. I'm just coasting. Yeah, I said I'm coasting. No more pain, tears, and hoping. For real.